Okay, we have done it. We've made it live. Excellent. Okay, so let's talk about how you can get what you want. Isn't that what we're all doing in our life? Constantly trying to figure out how we can get what we want. Now, there are some things, some caveats that we need to know. And this is about one, understanding that there's no like magical quick fix like this. You actually have to be willing to work with your emotions. Hi, Catherine. Welcome, welcome. So, for anyone else here on the replay or here live, say hi. So good to see you, sweetie. Thank you for being here. So, today is all about getting what you want, but the little must haves. So, a big part of it, these immature sides of ourselves, which saying that I am offline. It's saying I'm back online. Okay, so if you try to create success without spirituality, which is with God, the divine, infinite spirit planted at the middle of it, where you're truly asking for support and guidance and for the truth of what your life's plan is meant to be, and you're just doing it off your own back, well, you're going to go in the wrong direction and you're going to create a life that's not what you want it to be. Now, we all want things to happen really quickly. Okay, we hate the level of frustration that we have to go through. In fact, for me, I was the hardest thing for me was to deal with any level of frustration. And so a big part of my journey has been learning how to handle frustration. Like, so when you have patience, obviously that's when there's a part of you that's frustrated, but you're able to handle the frustration with grace. So it's not just about being happy and positive all of the time, which is something that I think I thought. So say hi as you're here live. Let me know if you're here on replay as well, because we are going to be tapping into spiritual truths that are so important to help you get what you want in life. To get what you want, you sometimes need to be able to, how do I say this? To get what you want, you have to be able to give up what you think that you want. And this is the paradox. So high level, high expanded awareness where you're actually seeing the truth of life has paradoxes in it. So yes, you can have what you want, but at the same time, you have to be willing to give up what you want and look for what the divine, for what God, for what infinite spirit actually wants to do through you. Because success is actually about giving through the law of brotherhood. Now, these are things that people don't really talk about. In the manifestation crowd, everyone's just talking about how to get what you want, do these repetitions, which can work. But are you actually getting what is actually right for you, what is actually best for you? Because it's very easy to sometimes manifest things that we think that we want, but then if it's not coming from a truth of what is meant for you, if it's not coming with help from the higher power, which a lot of us don't really realize is that important to have planted in the middle of our lives, then it will crumble, or it won't be as satisfying as we thought that it would be. And we can actually create things that we think that we want that aren't anywhere near as good as what we could have gotten if we were just willing to let go of the desperate need to have what we think that we want and learn how to develop patience and fortitude. And this is why working through our emotions is so important. I know firsthand, like even to this day, I still like to check out for my emotions. I still like to find things to bring into my body, like, whether it's a glass of wine or the television or, online shopping or whatever it is, to take me out of having to feel certain feelings. But this isn't the path. The path really is about finding everything that we need within ourselves. And I'm still on the journey, but I can tell you, compared to 5 years ago, 10 years ago, my life is extremely different in a better way, way better. Like there was a time when I couldn't have done a video like this. I could not have done video, even though I knew I was called to share, because I'd overcome PTSD in my life. I used to be so triggered and reactive where I would literally get in fights and I'd scream and lock myself in a closet or run down the street expecting my partner to chase me. Like I was an emotional mess. My nerves were shot. And it was only through having a big breakdown that forced me to have to face the feelings that I didn't want to face, that I had the glorious opportunity to get into energy work, which really is just creating a relationship with the painful parts of yourself, learning what you really think, which is actually the spiritual way and the only way you'll truly change, learning what you really think, not just positive think over the top of it, Find out why you avoid, or why you fight, or why you expect things to happen in a certain way and then you get upset that they don't. And you have to find out your actual inner motivations. And then part of this energy work, this shadow work, this energy alchemy, this energy medicine, it's about, as you get to know these parts of yourself, we usually cringe away from them. But what we want to do is send love, compassion, understanding, forgiveness to the parts of you as they hurt. And this is where the magic lives. This is where you will transmute parts of your personality that are blocking opportunities in your life that you didn't even know were possible for you. And then all of a sudden you'll open up to these feelings of peace, of ease, of grace. And guess what? Then life starts to change. So think of what it is that you want in your life. You like that energy medicine? Yeah, because that's what it really is. It is a medicine that we create for ourselves. And that's what the placebo effect is. The placebo effect doesn't mean fake. The placebo effect means the power of our mind to heal ourselves. We want the placebo effect. And here's the great thing. When you realize that the placebo effect is something that you actually want, and there's no some fake made up thing, it's like the truth. The truth is that we have the power to change reality. We have the power to change our lives. Well, then you stop faffing about with all these other people telling you that you're going to be sick forever, or this problem is like this, and you have to do these certain things to change your life. Well, a lot of it you don't have to do. A lot of it is actually completely wrong. A lot of it only works for some people or the person who told you to do it, but doesn't work for other people. Because we all have our divine blueprint, and certain things work for us that just don't work for others. And so what is a strategy? A strategy is just something that worked for someone, and then they share it with others. Now, that doesn't mean that strategy will work for you. And in fact, you have to get very good at learning how to trust what is and isn't right for you, because just because something feels bad, it doesn't mean it's not going to make you feel good. But just because something seems right, it doesn't mean that it's going to be right. So sometimes, for instance, let's say going to the gym. You don't want to go sometimes. Maybe it's just exercising at home. It doesn't matter. Could just be walking around the block, whatever it is. You don't want to do it. You don't feel like doing it. But once you get your ass out of that chair and you start doing it, and then you get to the end and you're going to feel proud of yourself. You're going to move that energy. You're going to get that serotonin. You might have got an idea on the walk, and you're always going to be glad that you did it. Note to self, you're always going to be glad that you did it. But at the start, it's going to feel like something that you didn't want to do. Okay. And this is a big part of the higher path, and a big part where I'll be fair, I'll be honest, like I still lack in greatly. I'm very instant gratification oriented, much more than, behooves me basically. But that's part of the journey, is you still move through, you still look at the truth of where, you're falling short, and you take steps to overcome it. Now I'm way better than I used to be, like significantly better. But I can tell you this, the truth is that you have to start doing the things that you know that at the end is going to make you feel good. Not that you think you should do because some guru tells you that you should do it, at all. But because you know in your heart that when you actually do it, you feel so much better at the end. And that's spiritual maturity. Again, note to self, I'm also preaching to my own choir here. So there's something I'm really excited about on a sort of side note is this little cough I have. So I healed myself from a chronic lung disease back in 2011 with help of others, of course, through this energy work. And I used to be sick constantly from bronchitis. And now, and I've probably only gotten 3 or 4 tiny little chest colds since then, which is nothing. It's like just getting a regular cold. Whereas in before, when I had the lung disease, if I get one little cough, I could be sick for 4-5 months, coughing 8 hours each day in excruciating pain. It was horrific. It was so bad. And in the end, it almost killed me. 8 months I was sick for, and I wasn't looking after myself. I kept pushing my body and pushing myself and not listening to myself. And I had pneumonia and I almost died, but then energy work healed me and saved my life. And that's what I heal and I share with my clients. And I've helped so many people heal from chronic illnesses, from asthma, saving wombs, saving people from operations and helping them literally walk again by healing sciatica or problems with their legs or their feet. Because 99% of all chronic illness is emotional. It's stacked up, stagnant emotions. It's like, think of your nerves in your body, your nervous system, as well as your meridian system, which is stacked on top of each other physically and in the energetic spiritual realm, as wires in a house. So you have an electrical system that goes through the house, right? And your plug sockets and all those sorts of things can only take a certain voltage. Now, the electricity itself is infinite. The electricity that goes through it technically could power a massive warehouse, right? A full working warehouse. But you've just got a little house with little sockets. And so you don't need that same amount of electricity. So it's just going to get you smaller amounts of electricity. But in same as the universe, in electricity and in your body for life force, you have an infinite amount of electricity and life force available at your disposal. And so what happens is we create these blockages in our system from the negative experiences that we have, the trauma that we get from negative experiences, that we don't process the emotion. And it's actual thought building up in our body with decisions we make, with memories we have, with ways that we cringe away from experience, with things that we think we have to do and we push ourselves into doing. And then another part of our system doesn't want to do it, so it pushes ourselves away from doing it. And this creates the blockages in the system, which then overloads the nerves, overloads the wires in the house. And that's where it goes kaboom. And that's where you get chronic illness. And so even though it is physical and it will, excuse me, and it will mold your physical body into those actual illnesses that you can see on an x-ray, it's still made up from the energy of your thoughts that came from the trauma. And now Dr. Bruce Lipton, that's his quote, 99% of all chronic illness is emotional. Now, look up Dr. Bruce Lipton if you want the science side. Look up Dr. John Sarno. Listen to a lot of Greg Braden's teachings. These are people who are well-versed in science, very respected in their field. Dr. John Sarno is known for healing physical pain and the emotional root behind it. But I go the step further on Dr. John Sarno's work, where he'll teach you the science. He can even teach you some methods. But I will heal the actual traumatic memories that are lodged in your system, which we all have, that you don't remember. You may remember some of them, but most of them you don't remember until we go into the actual pain in your body, create a relationship with it, and start to reparent and rechange the way that you remember it. And then we change the decisions that you made. We change the vows that you made about like how life is. It's like, oh, well, that's it. Because I was constantly made to get up early and I really hated it. That means that I'm too slow for life. I just can't do it. It's too hard. And so therefore, I'm just not good enough to be successful. That's one that I've had multiple clients come to me with. They don't know it. They don't come to me saying this stuff. They come to me saying, you know, I'm maybe a hardworking person and I do so much in my business or in my job or in my life, but yet I'm always so exhausted and I have this chronic pain and it's stopping me from being able to walk properly, or the doctors told me I have to have my womb removed, or I've got this asthma that won't quit and I just don't know what to do about it. And so I go into the energy work. I help them connect to the pain. And guess what? The pain has an actual voice. It's actually talking to you. This pain that you're like, and you just want to stop and take pills for, or get operations for, or go to the doctors and find out what exactly does this operation mean? This x-ray mean? Nothing. It means nothing, because people with the exact same x-ray, if you have like bulged discs in your back, there could be, and you have pain, there could be somebody with even worse bulged discs in their back that has absolutely no pain whatsoever. And this is an absolute fact. It's just that those people don't usually go to get x-rays. So they don't know that they've got these bulged, crushed, split discs, or whatever the terms are. I don't care about the terms. I care about healing your pain. Okay. People care about what your x-ray is. People care about what the name of your pain and your disease issue is. I don't care about any of that. I care about connecting with the pain finding out why it's hurting, what it needs to heal, and then dissolving it. And that's what I'm great at doing. And in the process, we dissolve the blocks in your relationships. We dissolve your fear of speaking your truth. We dissolve your inability to listen to what's actually right for you and doing what you think you should do that you were told you had to do as a child, and you've never questioned it since. And then once we start to question this and we change it, then your whole life changes. Your ability to see your clients without having to cancel sessions over and over again because you're in pain, it changes, and you start showing up for work and loving it. You know, your relationships where you feel like you're constantly doing things for everyone and you're not getting much back, or maybe you're not being supported, or maybe people are using you or abusing you, or you're using and abusing them. Either way, that all changes because we change your reactions, your beliefs, your decisions about how life works on an emotional, subconscious root. And I connect you with divinity, with God, with the divine, with infinite spirit, whichever your belief system can work with. I help you there. And whether you believe in Jesus and you use to call in Jesus's name, or that turns you off and you love talking about the universe and the divine and all of that sort of stuff, it doesn't matter. As long as you believe there's some level of a higher power, I can work with you, because it's so much easier to work with people that call in the divine and are willing to learn how to do it, willing to learn how to use prayer. If you are still thinking in the terms of intentions and affirmations, that's fine, but it will be developed into speaking to the divine force that lives within you, that literally heals your body. I'm not the one healing you in my sessions. I'm showing you how to heal yourself, but you're not the one healing yourself. God is, the divine is, this infinite life force, 0-point field energy is healing you. And I show you how to tap into that. So let's say Catherine says 100%. Yes, absolutely. So, oh yeah, and to finish my story about my lungs. So there was a time where I couldn't get sick without, like, a little chest cough without actually getting sick for a long time, like literally months. And then I probably didn't get any chest cold after I healed it in 2011, after being sick for months and months and months in a row every single year for many, many, many years. Probably what year is it? 2011. Probably for a good 10 years. And I've only probably gotten about 3 chest colds, which only last like a week since, and they just clear right up. A box. And bring that quiche home. Okay, love you. Good. See you soon. Bye. That's my husband. I need to return something to Amazon, and I told him to get a box for it. And he's like, "What did you tell me to get?" I'm like, "A box." So that's why that was that. Okay, gorgeous. So here's what I've got. If you are a female entrepreneur, a spiritual entrepreneur that's called to greatness, then you can ask to be invited to join me in my Spiritual Honey Club. Now, my Spiritual Honey Club is free or by donation. This is a gift from God, from the infinite intelligence, through me to you. My healings, I'm not trying to brag, it's just a fact, are gold standard healings. Like, they shift your reality, especially when you stack them and you keep doing them as part of the foundation of your life, like having a shower. Like, if you want to become a great pianist or a great violinist, having actual piano and violin lessons, you're rewriting a new language in your body. Excuse me. Now, these are 2 monthly healings, live guided healings by me on Zoom. As I said, free or by donation. This actually opens up the way for great abundance in your life. If you do choose to donate to me or even tithe to me as a spiritual teacher, small or large amounts is completely up to you. Or you can come by free. That's going to benefit me, because that means that the universe, I'm opening up to the universal flow of giving, the law of brotherhood, the law of abundance and giving and prosperity, which means that more abundance can come through me. And when you give to me, that opens it up for you, meaning that even more comes through you. Just look up the universal principle of tithing. Now, yes, so this is 2 live healings a month on Zoom, 2 weeks in a row every month. So they're not staggered. I do them 2 weeks in a row every month. So next month is going to be the 12th and the 19th of what's next month? August. But that is by invite only. It's only if you're a spiritual entrepreneur, a lady who is called to greatness. You just know that you have something to give. You know that you're a leader. You are already trying to find ways to give, or you're already giving, you already have your own business, or you have something inside of you that you know you want to do something. This isn't about which level of business you're at. This is about the person you are. And I've already got a great group of women, such amazing women. And I think I'm going to open up an actual group for us all to be in soon, because so far we've just been doing the live healings. So feel free to message me on Facebook, on Instagram, even TikTok, but that's not the best messaging service. You can also, what's the other one? You can also send me an email. Simply go to my website and sign up for one of my free offerings, such as my Healers ebook, where you will learn the 3 big mistakes everyone makes when healing themselves. Make sure you read this, whether you're just wanting to heal yourself and grow spiritually and have better relationships and more success in your business and in your life. Or if you're already healing others, maybe you're a successful healer, but as a healer, we're eternal students. So you're willing, you're smart enough, you're wise enough, you're humble enough to learn from somebody else. This will help teach you, like, deepening your ability to heal others, because you'll learn about the missing steps of forgiveness that most people, even top healers around the world, don't use. So go to spiritualsuccessjourney.com/healers ebook. Also, I'll probably put the link in with this somewhere, or you can just DM me asking for the link. Just say Healers ebook. And you can reply to that email as well if you ever want to ask me any questions or get an invite for the Spiritual Honey Club. So I also have some other exciting things coming up. At the moment, I have an offer where you can get my home study program, which I did run live many years ago, the Divine Chakra Cleanse. And the Divine Chakra Cleanse has dozens and dozens of EFT tapping, my unique breathwork tapping style that will tap you into your worthiness, that will make you magnetic for clients, that will really up-level you in every area of your life and your relationships and the peace that you feel inside. As long as you actually show up and do the work, right? You actually do the work in there, put it in your calendar, show up for the sessions. It really is worth it. And you will see so much change in your life and the way that you feel in your relationships. And right now, if you get the Divine Chakra Cleanse, either pay in full, you get a discount, or you can do a payment plan as well. Like, you're not paying for the amount of videos that you get. You're paying for the incredible transformation that it will bring you in your life. Yeah. So you get that, and you get to choose one of my other home study programs for free, which you instantly get lifetime access to, whether it's my Heal Social Anxiety or my, Quantum Leap Your True Success, or something like that, all about quantum leaping your success. What else do I have? I have, the course in divine guidance, which is really beautiful. There's so many programs that I've done over the years. I've done money ones, I've done intuition ones, healing ones, all sorts of things. And Catherine says, I love the Divine Chakra Cleanse. Yeah, it really is so good, and it's really worthwhile. So if you want that, just send me a message that says Divine Chakra Cleanse Special. And yeah, then I'll hook you up with the link to, or you can go to spiritualsuccessjourney.com/divine chakra cleanse, spiritualsuccessjourney.com/divine chakra cleanse. And you can buy it through there. And then just message me and let me know that you've brought it. And then you can choose from my programs page, which is on my website, or I can help you choose one, and I'll give you free access to another one on top of that. It's really worth it. If there's any tapping program, any healing program for spiritual growth and even success in your business and relationships that you're going to do, I'm not just saying this because it's mine, but this is up there with the best that you can choose from, because I can tell you, when you go in and you face the fears, the subconscious programming, the inner child stuff, and you start clearing it all, then you have access to your intelligence, to your clarity, to your wisdom, to your ability to make great decisions, and you become naturally magnetic. So I really am looking forward to seeing which smart, wise leader gets that today. So you can either go and just sign up for it and message me, or you can message me for the link to sign up for it. I'm very happy either way. And that is available for the rest of this month. So yeah, if you are going to get it, I'd say jump in now, because otherwise, you can just talk yourself out of getting it. And I'm not saying this for me. I'm saying this because I want this work in your hot little hands, because everyone who does my work messages me with amazing messages about sometimes just payments all of a sudden coming in, about clients all of a sudden hiring them, about relationships healing, about leaving toxic ones, about sometimes even getting pregnant and things like that. Like, you just don't know how this will work in your life. You just know that it will. So, guys, remember, it really is about fortifying your emotional body, and getting what you want is, as I said at the start, sometimes about letting go of what you want to receive it. It's like if you're holding on too tight to what you think that you want, then you don't account for the fact that sometimes things need to seem to go wrong. Things need to seem to go wrong, and that's it going right. Sometimes you think, oh, like, I really want, this particular vision. And then all of a sudden something starts falling apart in your life and you start going, no. Well, to get what you want and to change things, sometimes the old has to be smashed down and removed so that then you can come in. And this is why you need to do my work, because this way you'll have trust in life, and you'll learn that when things start going wrong, it's actually a sign of things changing in the spirit realm, and that it's rearranging things so that things can go right for you. I'm telling you, like, I know this is how it works. It's just you have to learn how to get behind it emotionally so you stop freaking out every time that something seems to go wrong, because it's actually going right. You just have to learn how to use it as a stepping stone instead of a ditch that you drop down into, right? Okay, gorgeouses, for those of you new here, I'm Kai Clifford. I'm your spiritual guide and energy alchemist. If you're not on my email list, make sure you get on it. And if this has helped you, if this has resonated with you in any way, please share this, because the way that most people find me, and they have literally sometimes the entire rest of their life change, healing chronic illness, healing their relationships, even, as I said, getting pregnant sometimes and having a child that might not have existed if they didn't heal their relationship with their partner through my work, which there's their words, not mine. Is by they just see my work pop up on their wall, or a friend DMs me one of their videos and says, you have to check this lady out. So if you want to give back, feel free. Think of someone, whoever pops in your head, send this video to them, or just share it on your profile or in your stories, wherever you feel so called to. Okay, gorgeouses, thank you so much for being here. Make sure you've got notifications turned on for next time I go live. And I will be releasing a tapping video right after this, actually, called Overcome Resistance. So this is going to help you in your business, in your life, to overcome resistance so you can move forward with your calling and continue to make magic. So let me know if you want that, or just check back on my profile. Actually, turn notifications on, because I think you'll be notified if it comes out, but it will be up in about 5 minutes. Okay, gorgeouses, you are all fantastic. Let me know if you want the Divine Chakra Cleanse, and if you want an invite to the Spiritual Honey Club, just message me telling me why you want the invite, why you're a great fit, like about your calling, what you want to heal, things like that. And then, if you are a good fit, then you can join us for free or by donation. Okay, gorgeouses, I love you so much. You have a great day. Now, how do I turn this off? You can tell I haven't gone live over here much. Maybe here? No, I don't know. Oh, right here. It's literally right in front of me. Okay, gorgeouses. Bye.